Okay. Go ahead and read, then you'll do the speech.
Objective: to understand the purpose of stories about historical events or people, to use the storytelling skills developed in the preceding projects to tell a story about a historical event or person. Time 7 to 9 minutes.
Ishita, invite the speaker now.
Now I invite Gabriel Sachith to say his P5 storytelling.
Hi dear Gaviliers and respected Velu sir. Happy New Year. Today I am going to take you on a trip back to the ancient Chinese civilization that started back in the 1600 BC. I will be talking about the Shang Dynasty. The Shang Dynasty is the earliest ruling dynasty of China. The Shang Dynasty ruled from the 1600 BC to 1046 BC during the Bronze Age. The Shang Dynasty was popular in the advances of math, astronomy, artwork, and military technology. The history of the Shang Dynasty started by a tribal chief named Tang, who defeated the Xia Dynasty, which took place in the 1600 BC. First, it was under control of a tyrant named Ji. The victory is known as the Battle of Minty Argo, fought during a thunderstorm. Ji survived the battle, but died later because of illness. Tang is known for establishing a lot of soldiers, and the Shang Dynasty was popular in the military technology, which they had a lot of soldiers. The Shang Dynasty, people of the Shang Dynasty believed to have used the calendars, which took place of the new Chinese lunar calendar, and they also developed an knowledge for astronomy and math, thanks to the unearthed archaeologists. The Shang calendar was at first lunar based, but a solar based one was developed by a man named Wan Nian, who established a 365-day year through the observations pinpointed between two solstices. The Shang Dynasty artisans was sophisticated of bronze work, ceramics, and trinkets made from jade. Unlike the Bronze Age, they did not use much bronze, but they found out a lot about how to use the waxing method. This meant that they first made a model of the object they wanted to create before covering it with a clay. The clay would be cut into sections, and then they would refire it to create new unified ones. The Shang Dynasty culture. The Shang Dynasty culture was the Shang people were very strong in their culture. When somebody passed away, they would sacrifice something, such as a person, an animal, or a valuable. The Shang people believed that the king was very powerful and was the only one who could talk to their ancestors. All the people had to sacrifice one thing and put it in somebody's grave. They believed that in somebody's afterlife they could use this thing. They use these things. The Shang cities. During the Shang Dynasty, there were several large settlements, including the Anyang and Zhengzhou. Though these are not believed to be densely urban like the Mesopotamian settlements during the time. Anyang became the capital around in 1300 BC under King Pan. At times he was also called Yin. The city ran 4 miles and it was 32 feet high and 65 feet thick. Anyang is believed to be the city that the Shang kings ruled from for more than 2 centuries, with temples, monasteries, and palaces located around the center. There were also bronze workers, potters, and other people. There were small housing structures and burial sites. The fall of the Shang Dynasty. The Shang Dynasty came to an end around the 1046 BC. The final king in the Shang Dynasty was King Wu Deng, who marched the capital city Dizin armed nearly 200,000 slaves to a defending army, but they stopped the forces after the fall of the Shang Dynasty. I hope you enjoyed my speech. Thank you.
I really liked your speech, Sachith.